Let's move on to a short exercise. From here, you'll notice a mouse-shaped icon displayed on the left side to help you follow the keyboard operations. Please confirm these actions while working in the viewport. Before starting with the pen tablet exercises, let's go over the Sculpt mode interface. Currently, we're working in object mode. In object mode, as the name suggests, you can add and move objects. Press A on your keyboard to select all objects in the viewport. Then, press X to delete them. Press Shift A and select Mesh to add a cube. We'll use this cube to practice using the pen tablet along with the brush tools. With only the cube in the viewport, switch to Sculpt mode. If you want to check which mode you're in, look at the top left tab. From this tab, you can switch between different modes as needed. Alternatively, if you've enabled the Pie menu in the Blender Settings chapter, you can use the Tab menu to select modes, which becomes more efficient as you get used to it. When you switch to Sculpt mode, the main layout remains the same, but you'll notice the toolbar and items in the viewport have changed. Let's extend the toolbar horizontally. Move your cursor to the edge of the toolbar until it changes to an arrow and drag it out until the tool names appear. I recommend working with tool names visible until you become familiar with the different brushes. Hold Ctrl and drag to adjust the brush size. Select the draw brush and try applying it to the viewport. You may notice that the brush doesn't work as expected. Now switch to the grab brush and try moving the corners of the viewport. You'll see how the mesh deforms in a pulled manner. In digital sculpting, brushes only affect the vertices of an object. The more vertices there are, the smoother the sculpt. Conversely, fewer vertices create a rougher appearance. This means that higher resolution allows for more vertices that respond to brush strokes. However, be aware that higher resolution increases the computational load in Blender, which can slow down your workflow. To make the mesh resolution clearer, check the wireframe option from the Viewport Overlay tab. Next, go to the modifier panel marked by the blue wrench icon and choose Subdivision Surface. You'll see that the number of vertices has increased, changing the shape to resemble a sphere. This modifier is temporarily active until applied. Apply it from the top right tab. You'll see that the wireframe outline has expanded to each vertex, confirming that the Subdivision Surface modifier has been applied. Select Subdivision Surface from the modifier panel again and change the viewport level to 3. Apply the modifier again. The resolution has now increased significantly. Try using the grab brush. You'll notice that the shape moves smoothly. Test the draw brush again. This time, you'll see the shape deforms properly. Return to object mode and select the object, then press X to delete it. Press Shift A and choose Plane from the mesh options. As it stands, the plane lacks sufficient vertices. Increase the resolution by pressing the Tab key to enter Edit mode. Press it to select all, then right-click, Set as the second button on the pen tablet, and select Subdivide. This increases the number of vertices and raises the resolution. A pop-up will appear in the lower left corner where you can adjust the details of the last action. Set the subdivision number to 100. If the pop-up disappears after moving to another operation, press F9 to bring it back. Press S followed by the number 2. S is the shortcut for scaling, and pressing 2 scales the plane to double its size. Open the Tab menu and switch to Sculpt mode. Press 7 to change to the top view. Uncheck Wireframe from the Viewport Overlay to make it less cluttered. Now, let's go through the brush types from the top. First is the Draw brush, the most basic brush. Try applying it to the plane. You'll see it can raise and add roundness to specific areas. Adjust the radius value. As the name suggests, it changes the brush's range, allowing you to apply strokes over larger areas. The shortcut key for this is F. The strength value next to it changes the brush intensity. The shortcut for adjusting this is Shift F. Let's look at the plus and minus icons next to it. Turn on the minus icon and try applying the brush. This setting allows the brush to carve into the plane. Holding Ctrl while brushing has the same effect. Typically, you leave it on the default plus icon and press Ctrl to carve out when needed.